Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to do my manga reaction to One Piece Manga Chapter 1078 titled Escape Limit. And I think I was spoiled on this chapter, unfortunately, and if I am, I'm never going on the Reddit before I do my reactions ever again, but I think I know what's going to be going on in this chapter, and I will say this, it is a shocking development if what I saw was true, and if not, then I got bamboozled, but I do not think that I was, because it seemed legit. But let's go right into the chapter reaction and see what's going on with One Piece this week, because we have Chapter 1078, Escape Limit, as, yep, it is confirmed that Germa 66 Judge and Gas Man himself, Caesar Clown, are now working together, as we got Germa 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 33, and so Neo Mads was formed. Oh, that's actually really fun. I like that. New Mads has been formed. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, this is fun. This is. I like the fact that that's going to be the focus of sort of Caesar and Judge coming together to form the new Mads. Oh, that's actually real great. As we get Lab Interior Egghead, the island of the future. Uncle Kizaru's coming here, and that's coming from, if I remember correctly, oh gosh, I forgot his name. They're probably going to mention it sooner or later, but oh my gosh, how do I forget his name? Give me a minute. Sentomaru. There it is, Sentomaru. And he's apparently talking to Stussy as we cut to the second floor building B, as Stussy's like, that's right, CP0 was meant to wait for his arrival after eliminating the doctor. The government's pulling out all the stops, huh? Coming from Sentomaru, as you have Stussy saying, indeed, I think they consider this incident to be far more severe than Ohara. For one, the doctor not only continued the scholar's forbidden research, he's taken it much further, as Sentomaru is just like dot. Second, unlike Ohara, Egghead actually has formidable combative and defensive capabilities. I mean, that is also very true, as Sentomaru is like, when you put it like that, it's no surprise they're coming loaded for bear. Ooh, call me if there's any developments. All the other transponders on the lab Santrum are down. Oh, and we see both Stussy as well as Jinbei floating in the air. Oh, that's actually really neat. I like that. As we have cut to Factory A, Fabro Santrum, as you have Sentomaru's like, you heard the lady. You heard the lady. The Navy's gonna try and repeat history here and learn from it. You can't afford to hesitate. Prepare the ships. We need to get off the island quickly before the Marines show. Listen to Sentomaru-san. As we see all of the scientists are trying to escape. If they all die, I'm going to be very sad. As you cut to the third floor, Lab Building C. Usopp! Lilith! Yeah, damn brat. Oh, yeah, we see only part of his body has been turned to stone. It's like, even if my right side's frozen solid, my left can still pack a punch. If you repent, I'll let you off easy. As you hear someone's like clatter, as you have the Seraphim Boa looking over, as you have what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. It's Pythagoras. I think it's Pythagoras the head. He's like, uh-oh, as you see that she's, oh wow, oh, why a snake? Who ordered you to do this? As we just see, oh. Yeah, it is Pythagoras. Oh, Pythagoras just got crushed. Oh, S-Snake just, okay, that's also their noises. Okay, so, that makes 2 of the satellites down for the count, most likely permanently, as we get a kaboom! Thunk, thunk. Ooh, yeah, wait! I said wait! Okay, alright. Second floor, building A, as we see, not Lilith, but we see, the Wrath, Atlas. We see Atlas with Nami as well as, Chopper. This kind of more or less disproves that this is Atlas because she's still with the group. We didn't see him last chapter, but we know that she's still there. All of those screams and explosions, I hope everyone's alright. I tried checking to see if the Seraphims are running amok. You're mistaken. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. And I think that's coming from Robin. You have Chopper speaking, then Robin, then Atlas trying to confirm what's going on. As we have Atlas like, one thing's for sure, when Nami screams, a certain someone will always dash to her aid in an instant. We should focus. I bet everyone's pinned down. Since they're all fighting, what if something happens to Vegapunk's main body while they're distracted? Ah! Good point, as Atlas is chiming in. That reminds me, there's a room that's been sealed off for a while now. I read it off since the place isn't very useful, but maybe we should go check. Lead the way, Atlas. You got it. Oh, this is getting very interesting and fun. Up, and we get Edison's death as well. As we cut to the 3rd floor, building A, as Nami's like, Edison, hang in there! As you have Brooks like, well, I'm off to scout for Vegapunk. Wait, Sanji-san, look out! And Sanji just gets punched in the face, and is like, don't act so surprised. This is the undying power of love. No, it's not! It's because you are a freaking, you're a German. That's why you were able to survive the punch. You're a German. Also, I just like the fact that Sanji is so confident in his durability that he could just take a punch from a gym-based Seraphim, and all he has is just like a few scratches on his face. Oh, that's so great. As we cut over to the 4th floor building, as you have Zoro's like, huff, huff, those damn flames. Why aren't their backs going out? Forget that. Where the heck did Hawkeye-looking guy go? He must have ran off. Oh, wow. They didn't even notice he was gone. Odds are he reprioritized the order of his targets. He could be focusing on thinning the herd, saving the toughest for last. Oh, wow. And that's coming from Rob Lucci and potentially Kaku as well. But most likely Rob Lucci is like, eliminating your weaker friends would rattle your stronger fighters and handicap them. As you have Zoro's like, I'll chase him down. As Luffy's like, Zoro! Quick, go and help him, Usopp, before he gets lost. As he's like, man, what a bother. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like slow down Roanoke. And it takes him a while to realize that Usopp, that freaking Luffy called him Usopp. This is coming from Kaku. And he's like, wait, who are you calling Usopp? Is his response, because he just realized even he had to admit that he thought he was Usopp. As we see Luffy going for a Hawk Gatling, and it's just, I'll blast that fire away. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. But I don't think that's going to be useful. As you just have a freaking Rob Lucci saying, use your pathetic brain, Straw Hat. It doesn't matter how many times you try hitting it. That won't work. Ooh. As we're cutting over to seeing Bonnie. Oh my gosh. Only one day remains before the infamous Egghead incident. However, the wheels of this tale were set in motion 3 months ago. What? 3 months prior, the Holy Land Marijoa. This is Egghead. Come in. Oh, what? Oh, wow. I want to speak to somebody with power. Oh, no. Dr. Vegapunk is researching the Void Century. Bzz, bzz. Oh, my gosh. Oh, someone's a snitch. Oh, we're learning. Okay. I think I know who the traitor is. If this is what's happening. CP5 agents were dispatched to verify this tip, but their inspection revealed nothing. Oh, someone revealed it. Okay. Okay, if what I think's about to happen is going to happen, we're going to learn who the traitor is. Spoilers, I kind of may know who the traitor is, and it's exactly who you probably didn't expect. But yeah, this is what this chapter seems to be building up. And their ship mysteriously disappeared as it attempted to leave Egghead. CP7 and CP8 were both deployed to shed light on the situation. However, no government ships returned from Egghead. This is Egghead again. Put me through to the top brass. Oh no. The conversation between the 5 elders and this individual totally exposed the full extent of the genius scientist's treasury. And so, the elders decided to order for Dr. Vegapunk's assassination. It fell to Cypherpole Aegis Zero to execute the mission. Ooh. However, the 5 elders anticipated that Vegapunk would resist, so they sent one of their own, escorted by Admiral Kizaru. Oh yeah! They also reinforced the fleet they deployed with backup from several Navy branches, as we get a few somewhat familiar faces. One of them is the new character of Dahl that we saw like a few chapters ago. Their caution level was raised to total war imminent. Oh, wow. Then the sudden and unexpected appearance of an Emperor Straw Hat Luffy ship. Oh, this is like a flashback. Left the government forces feeling more than a little disquieted by this conflict. As you have freaking Akainu who's like, did you say Straw Hat? Him again. In any case, this chain of events going to accumulate tomorrow, and the outcome will shock the world. Oh, this is getting even more interesting as you have Katak. What the devil? This was all your doing. Katak. Answer me, Katak. Krieg. Why are you doing this? Oh, Katak. Slide. Oh, Stella, it's 'cause I want to be a celestial dragon. What the? What are you saying, York? You know what? I know why. I don't need to read anymore to realize why York wants to be a celestial dragon. It's like, what are you saying, York? You know what Marijoa is like for that visit a long time ago. How could you want to be one of them after witnessing how vile they are? You sound like Shaka. Oh my gosh. Well, not so much now he's dead. Okay, confirmation that he's dead. It's hard to keep track of all of us Vegapunks, right? Honestly, the world really doesn't need more than one of us. Ooh, the embodiment of unfettered desire leaves the shadows. Oh, so yeah, this is what I was spoiled on. Yeah, this was what I was spoiled on, unfortunately. Man, this would have been a amazing reveal if I wasn't spoiled on it. So, York is the traitor. That is going to... I'm going to be honest, of all the characters that I thought was going to be the traitor, York was definitely not one of them. I mean, alright, guess I'm going into review time. The reasoning why I think this is the case, and just give me a moment, I want to check what York's, like, epithet is. Just give me a moment, let me just pause, but I think I know what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's desire. It's what I thought. And it makes sense why, of all the Vegapunks, she would weirdly be enough the one to want this, because she desires more or less, like, everything. Like, she's very lazy, slothish, she doesn't really do a lot, which very much is in line with, you know, the celestial dragons. They're the ones that were more or less like, they have the carefree life in a way where they get everything they want, and if they want something, they get it, and henceforth anything that they desire, they get. So it makes sense that this version of Vegapunk, with the embodiment of desire, would be the one who would be willing enough to do this. So I'm not that surprised by it. But I will say it's very interesting to have it be her. She was probably someone that no one expected, but due to that unexpectedness, it makes some sense. But let's just run through the chapter a little bit more, because what pretty much a lot of this chapter is the first part of the chapter is a lot of just action, and then the second part is setting up for the reveal of who the traitor is. You have the confirmation that a big incident is going to occur, which is something that I really wasn't expecting. From what they're saying with this chapter, what's going to be happening on Egghead, and it's going to be the Egghead incident, is going to be massive. And I think what's probably going to be happening is that you're going to have more or less like an Emperor go up against Marines, go up against the Marines, and have all of the technology of Vegapunk on their side, and at the very least potentially pushing the Marines back, or at the very least doing heavy damage to Egghead Island. Something's going to be happening to the Vegapunks. That's something else interesting about this chapter. At the very bare minimum, 2 Vegapunks are confirmed dead. One of them is on death's door, and I don't count Lilith because she's turned to stone. And we also saw the fact that we did see Pythagoras being turned to stone. Not Pythagoras. We did see York being turned to stone, but it was turned to stone by, Boa, which is something else people understood. Like, people didn't rule out York because of the idea that maybe she had herself turned to stone to the point where she gets turned to stone, but then she can be returned back because she was turned to stone by someone that she's able to control, and maybe gave an order. It's like, okay, after you turn me to stone and turn everyone else to stone, revive me. So that's a possibility that could have happened, or something that she had planned for. So there's so much in this chapter that we really need to talk about. The fact that when it came to Vegapunk meeting the Gorosei, that there was a mole on the inside, and it was York the entire time, and that York actually met with the Gorosei along with the original body of Vegapunk. So it's pretty much confirmed that all 7 Vegapunks met up with the Gorosei, which kind of makes sense for how Rob Lucci and the CP0 were able to just go out and kill Vegapunk, even though they technically wouldn't have known who Vegapunk was unless, the Gorosei told them, here's what they look like, we met them before, we can tell you who they are, go kill them. So there's some sense there. And there was just a lot of the first half of this chapter was just seeing those Straw Hats fighting and potentially getting to certain characters, getting to certain locations. We got to see a fun scene of Sanji literally taking a punch from Jinbei, so that was amazing. Zoro and Kaku are going after the Seraphim of Mihawk, and I think that most likely what they are setting up for this incident is that they're going to have pretty much the Seraphim going up against the Marines, and that they're going to be convinced. Boa is going to be convinced most likely by Luffy. Zoro is going to be fighting against Mihawk, which may force him to surrender. Kuma may be subdued by his daughter, by Bonnie, and then Sanji may actually just straight up defeat Jinbei. That's potentially the case. Also, if Sanji does beat this version of Jinbei, this makes him stronger than normal Jinbei. So there was some cool moments there, and a lot of just cool action and cool comedic moments here, but a lot of this stuff is just being set up for the bigger Egghead incident, which is most likely going to be an all-out war, since they pretty much are establishing that the amount of Marines that are heading towards Egghead is pretty much like preparing for war. So that's some cool stuff to see. But once again, the second half of this chapter was pretty much just foreshadowing and building up to who the traitor was, and the confirmation that York has been doing this for a long time, that she had this plan for a while, that she's the one most likely that revealed the information about what's going on with Egghead to the Gorosei, which forced them to act, to force them to eventually kill Vegapunk. And the fact that she wants to be a celestial dragon is interesting because she could be double-crossed, because their orders from the CP0 were to kill literally all 7 satellites as well as like the main body of Vegapunk. So even though York is the traitor, she may not understand that, oh, I'm probably going to be betrayed, because her main goal is desire. She can't think any further than just what she desires, and those people in the One Piece world who can get the greatest desire are going to be those of the Celestial Dragon. So it makes sense that that's what she wants to be, but most likely she's going to be double-crossed, and she's going to be like, oh, I did not see this coming. Oh, my greed got the best of me. My desires got the best of me. So that's something interesting that we need to factor into why she's doing this. So also, this was a very fun chapter. If it wasn't for the fact that like York was like revealed to be the traitor to me earlier, this would have been probably the best chapter to react to. Unfortunately, I could not get that chance, but I still think that this was a very well done chapter. Once again, the setup for the chapter was great. The setup to York, even though I knew it was her, was great. Building up to like a bigger incident that's going to be happening on Egghead within the day. So all of this is going to be happening within a day or with 24 hours. We are not 100% sure, but what we do know is something big is going to happen involving the Straw Hats, involving the Marines, involving the Vegapunks, and potentially also involving Bonnie, where we see that she apparently learned some horrible stuff while in like that dome with learning memories about Kuma, and that's going to be very interesting to see where this story is going to be going from here. But yeah, that's all I really have to say for my review / reaction to this chapter of One Piece Manga Chapter 1070 78. Also, the cover page was fun. Mads, Neo-Mads, that's cool. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. What did you think of the chapter? What was your favorite part? And did you predict that York was going to be the traitor? I would love to see your comments down below and hear about what you thought. And if you want to see more content of me doing reviews of One Piece on this channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified for whenever I upload more content like this. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!